Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty sad news going on over here and some pretty big drama when it comes to GTA 6. But it's a little bit of a fun one on one part and really sad on the other part. But the fun part is I kind of wanted to know what you guys think on all these big dramas going on with the GTA 6. So if you guys will sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and also maybe grab some napkins to wipe down your tears, because we're potentially seeing a GTA 6 delay. And as well, we're also seeing some crazy artist drama too that's been flown around throughout the internet. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow, and of course give me your thoughts and comments. I am so absolutely massively hyped up for GTA 6, and I hope this game is gonna be one of the best games I've ever played. But obviously we've had a little bit of a weird turmoil on the internet right now where a lot of people have been like, hey, where is the upcoming trailer? Where is more gameplay? Where is like teasing? Where is just quite literally anything on the entire planet that we can kind of utilize to see for GTA 6? Now, there's been a few little leaks, obviously, with the big controversy leaks, if you guys remember that a few months ago, a few years ago at this point. And that was rough, but we had a chance to at least see the game, know it's being worked on, know it's confirmed. We saw official sources from, like, say, Rockstar basically confirming it. We saw the trailer, it's cool and nice. But right this second, before we dive into other crazy drama, is that it seems like GTA 6 actually might now be getting delayed. Now, we've had a chance to see this on like Twitter, other various sources, and obviously take everything with a grain of salt because we haven't had official notices of it. So hopefully that's not true, and hopefully it's not going to be delayed. But basically, we're now seeing comments and posts that GTA 6 has been kind of floating around from other rumors, which could always be wrong. Like, I kind of hope they come out and make another public statement about it, but saying that it has been officially internally delayed by Rockstar Games, and they've actually now decided to go move the launch window to early to mid 2026 released window. So basically for consoles throughout 2026. So PCs plan for around the 12 to 18 months after the console launch, which would make sense, like a year exclusivity or maybe a little bit longer, maybe depending on when it comes out. So maybe a good rough example, if they're trying to maybe do around March or April for the release on 2016, at that point, 2026, at that point, they'd maybe line up for them to maybe release it for the holiday season for 2028 maybe, or even 2027, which is crazy to go and think, like, for these dates, like, that's nuts. Like, that's a very long time for us still to go wait, especially for PC users. Now, we may go and touch on this a little bit more too as well for the PS5 Pro, but that does suck because that also might go have some weird like malarkey going on within the Xbox. If Xbox knows its own console generation, definitely a video for a different time. But right now, this is horrible news. Although, to kind of put like a little bit of a outside source in this too as well, is that we didn't get this from the most reputable leaker. So there's a chance it's not true, but usually whenever we see news and we see a few collaborations on it, or at least if there's some murmurs on it, there is like something afoot. If you guys probably just know how it is for like leaks and gaming rumors and all of that. But there is like a big thing to note too, is that the Rockstar shareholders would probably be like reacting to this news. We'll see how it does on Monday, and we'll probably maybe see the actual CEO of like the company making all these games, for GTA 6, maybe make another announcement. They did go and mention, did a lot of teasing that they'll most likely have like a very good financial quarter and for a specific set date, which was still like the 2025 time window. So that's kind of like until we see official sources take everything with a grain of salt. But it's something to at least note where there's a lot of people out there and there's a lot of big issue, and like, people are kind of curious because we haven't seen too much new, like I said, new information. So people are kind of awkwardly waiting for more. So I'm going to hope that GTA 6 is not delayed because, yeah, like a 2028 PC run would be horrible. They're going to be remasters for the next generation, most likely around that time. And like, I don't want to have to be buying the same game 3 times again, how they did with prior generations. So this is like, take everything with a grain of salt, but it does seem like it's delayed more, and we've seen enough with it. Well, maybe see for the next trailer, because we might actually have we don't have an official release date. And I think that's the biggest issue, which also lets speculation run rampant. But I want to play this game really bad. Like, I really want to play GTA 6. Online, roleplay, whatever it might be, I'm into it. Obviously, a lot of people are kind of holding things with a grain of salt, and they're not the biggest and happiest with it. But I want to hear your thoughts on that. If they really need to, because like the game needs to be perfect, I'm okay with it, but I would be very disappointed. It's like one of those like sad, but I get it type vibes. So yeah, sucks to see. But you want to go make sure like a big kind of comment on this too as well, because we've been seeing a lot of like crazy drama. This is like a quick one if you guys missed it before we get to the big one, where basically people are even making fun of like the trailer too, dude. Like, and they're like the hair is like not looking good. We've talked about this. Like I mentioned this. This stupid. Like people are like, the trailer's not perfect. What's going on? But even what's even more stupid is this. This is kind of like the big drama I think of the video. Is that, and I want to say like my hot takes on this. There is an artist who has now been going very viral in regards to utilizing GTA 6. I had a song, it was called like Temptation, and I'll be honest, it was kind of mid. Like, I checked it out, like I looked at the song. I don't want to play it because copyright or whatever, like, you know, all that. But like, it wasn't the best song. Like, let's just keep it a $1.50. It was kind of mediocre. But everyone right now on the internet is dogging on this guy for both sides, and I want to hear your thoughts. Like, I might be wrong, so I want to hear your comments down below. Saying, I was recently contacted by my publishers on behalf of Rockstar Games are the possibility of using Temptation, his song, on the new Grand Theft Auto 6. Naturally, excited about the immense wealth that was about to head my way, I scrolled to the bottom of the email to see the offer. And it was $7,500 for a buyout of any future royalties from the game forever. So for GTA 6. To put this in context, GTA 6 gross, and people are kind of dogging on him for saying the wrong game because it was GTA 5, but still, like, the point stands. GTA 5 made $8.6 billion, but they're like, oh, well, think about all the exposure. Go yourself. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is like one of those rare cases. There's kind of like a big stigma in life, which I can kind of agree with. You don't want to do things for exposure. You don't want to like go and run a store and then you're not getting paid a livable wage and you're working 8 hours a day without them send out a nice tweet and email being like, wow, this guy was great. Like, you don't want to do that. I understand that, and I respect them for having like the morals and stand up for themselves and kind of respecting their value. But I also want to say the opposite side, because as a content creator, sometimes the exposure is worth it. You have to be very selective, though, on when that is. And I'd probably say something like music for GTA 6 is probably worth the exposure. GTA 6 is most likely going to be the biggest entertainment launch of all time. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, that's including movies, music, TV shows, video games, everything. Like, this is probably gonna be one of the biggest things we've ever seen on the entire planet. Because once again, look at $8.6 billion. How many games are out there that have made $8.6 billion? Let alone GTA 6 will probably make even more money because gaming becomes more relevant and proper, like people like it. And this is the one word case where I generally have found my own self music from playing GTA. You listen to like those cool like actual radio shows and talk shows or just background music. I have found music I genuinely like in GTA. And you always have to factor into like $7,500. That is a little bit of a cheapo bargain. But two things, like, why does this guy not try to counterpoint it and be like, hey, give me like 50 grand and like I'll even make a custom song? Like, bro, you could probably literally make custom music. Like, if they like your one song, be like, hey, I will literally make you your own custom music. Give me an offer. Let's go, like, you know, like build it. Like, you got to build that connection with people. But as well, if you're also a musician, there is a lot of passive stuff. Like, I do understand you should always go pay people for their worth, but it's also like, you put that song on Spotify. I'm sure it's gonna be like a GTA 6 playlist on YouTube, on Spotify, where you're gonna get passive streams and passive YouTube views and passive, like, just people checking out your content. And that $7,500, that one-time deal, is not the best. I will actually agree with them on that one. But if you go and then make another $1 million from Spotify streams, the rest of your albums, maybe you go and tour, maybe you have other companies want to use out your music because they saw that GTA 6 did it and they like the song. Maybe they even like the Temptation song itself and they try to do that for other things like an Apple commercial or whatever. You know, you never know what type of responsibilities that might pop out. And I do want to say, I do agree. Like, you always have to, like, GTA and Rockstar make good money. But at the same time, this is also a little bit more of a no-name person. I've never heard them before, and the song was kind of mid. I'm a like hot take it, but it's true. And I want to hear your thoughts because I really think I found some dope music from GTA. And also think about that too. If this game's going to be one of the best-selling games, going to have like 100 million people playing the game itself, maybe even more. Like GTA 6, something like 80 million, maybe even more than that. That's crazy. Those are crazy numbers. And think about over time, you have people on PC, people who bought the prior consoles, whatever it might be. You know, like, it's a big deal. Like, you will probably get a lot of really big additional exposure for it. And exposure's not always the best. Exposure doesn't always pay the bills. But with something like GTA, that exposure can go and help you pay more bills. You get things, like I said, on Spotify or YouTube. You do concerts, you sell merch, you do whatever. I'd be bragging if I was in a GTA 6 game. Now, it's like a random indie game. They're giving you $50. Yeah, sure, you can say no, like, whatever. But, like, people in the comment section kind of agree. Like, think of the exposure. The biggest video game of all time will pay you $7,000. So maybe another video game will maybe find your song and pay you even less. Or maybe think about other stuff. Like, maybe you get, like, Spotify streams. You probably made the worst decision of your life. $7,000 seems a little to you, maybe, but your music could have been a part of the most anticipated video game in history. You will regret it. Some people are saying you did good, you know, too, as well. But a lot of people are like, why not make like a counter offer? Might just go give them $20K and see what's up. And while everyone else is like, at least the game's gonna have awesome songs. Bro thinks he's him. Rockstar isn't paying 10K for a hot tub because they made millions. That's how it works. The exposure would still be epic though, and I do think the exposures in this rare case is actually worth it. So I don't know, a lot of people are dogging on the guy. Like, it's kind of like they're kind of like this. It's like, why not interact with them, talk with them? Nah, just go and be like, F you, you know, like, and then we have the usual YouTube, you know, everyone going all over the place. But like, it's crazy. Like, I want to know your thoughts if you think this is dumb or not. Subscribe if you guys are new. I'm sorry about the GTA 6 news. Hopefully it's not true. I'll talk to you guys all soon.